This is Soph.
This is Rich, at last, a little delayed.
And we are
from
across the pond. What's going on? Hi. How are you?
Yeah, how are you?
I am fine.
Are you fine?
Yes.
Are you sure? Remember, fine and okay are shitty words to use.
I am okay. I am fantastic.
Whoa, that is an upgrade if ever I heard it. Fandabby dozy. Coolio and Mondulio, how was your week?
We made it. We made it. We made it through another week. My week was okay. The weather has changed here drastically. There is frost on my car, frost on my grass.
Me too, sir. Scraping this morning.
Yeah, so I love it though. How about you? Do you love
it don't bother
cold
me.
weather?
It don't bother me either. I don't really feel the cold. And for any ladies that are listening, ladies of a certain age might, be able to like empathize. But when you get the menopause, me personally, I don't really feel the cold, so it really doesn't bother me either way.
Now you're gonna have to explain yourself. So you mean you don't feel the cold? So you mean you're like hot all the time?
Ooh.
Oh snap!
Yeah, hot stuff. That's me.
Oh, all right.
I just don't like scraping it, can I say? But that's I can't be bothered. I'd like to just get in my car, go where I need to go. I don't got time. You have to, especially on the school run, you have to factor in extra time to scrape around the car.
Well, won't you just start your car when you get up in the morning and just let it defrost on its own?
Okay, so you want me to start the car at 4 a.m?
Yeah.
How about no? I'm not even with it at that point. Come on now, don't be silly.
Yeah. Just go on outside with a cup of coffee, start the car up, go back in.
That's even too early to drink coffee. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Sorry, what was you saying? How was my week?
Yes, how was your week?
Like you, the weather's changed here. Frosty in the morning, but I don't know if you can see in my glasses. Look how sunny it is out there. Like the sun is shining. Blue skies, but yeah, the mornings are cold and chilling. The week, this is not the one. Like there was Halloween last week, and then there's a celebration. I want to say a Hindu celebration that happened yesterday called Diwali, like a festival of light.
Yeah.
Fireworks galore. Like
I know, because I saw on Instagram our friend had fireworks going off. Roy, yeah.
Cheers,
he
Roy.
had fireworks.
Well,
cheers, Roy.
To be fair, he's an hour up the road, so allow it. But there was fireworks going off all night, and at some point, I'm assuming every parent during your time of being a parent in the 18 years that you have minimum that you have your child with you, everyone must feel useless at some point. And the last couple of nights, I've literally felt useless and helpless. Alfie is crying and shivering in bed because he's scared of the fireworks. Nothing I say or do will calm him down. I lay with him. Then it started, just as I think, they finished, and I say to him, okay, he's like this. Just when I say, like, under the duvet. And just when I say to him, all right, well, they finished now. Finished. I say, yeah, all finished. Literally go downstairs. I'm like, oh, God, that was draining. Pew, 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 pew. They go again. And I'm like, mother fudger.
Yeah. I swear, we've discussed this before, but they should have a noise ordinance at a certain time. They should be done.
Well, I thought it was the law that you weren't allowed to set them off after a certain time, but clearly people don't stick to the law. They do what they want. That's just life, ain't it? But yeah, apart from that, I've had coffee and cake with the dude, which is all important in our weekly routine. Work, more work, house stuff. Yeah.
Sounds good. What's going on in your world, in the news?
What in the news? There's actually a few bits for once. You know me, I like to try and get a couple of different bits. So over here, do you have cricket over there? Sport?
Oh, you know we don't.
Oh, okay, that's
No,
definitely.
we don't.
I didn't know you
No.
didn't.
You talking about that little paddle game? No, we don't.
Okay, so cricket, it's a big thing over here. Cricket seems to be a big thing. The biggest teams are like England, India, Australia, I think, are the biggest teams. To my knowledge, might be wrong. I ain't a cricket fan, but from what I've seen, they seem to be the biggest teams. But anyway, the English Cricket Board have suspended Yorkshire cricket team due to racism. They're getting investigated, and apparently the chairman has resigned because it's been shown and proven that the player that is making the allegations has actually been proven right. So obviously he don't agree with it, so he's resigned. So yeah, that's a whole big thing in the news.
Well, the whole big thing in the news now is these corporations Biden has made it to where corporations now have to mandate their employees to get vaccinated.
Okay, that's what's going on in your news. I haven't finished my story. That was only the first one.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I only let you chip in because I
Next.
thought you was going to say something that was related to my story, but no, you tried to take over. I did hear on the news this morning, Corona, COVID, the UK are going to be the first people to introduce a pill rather than a jab for your vaccination.
Oh, I'm so over this COVID stuff.
Boris needs to get a hat with a D on and stand in the corner, bloody dunce, bell end.
I actually this week saw an interview with him on television, and it was all over the place.
All over the place? What, like his hair?
Yeah, it was all over the place. I couldn't concentrate because he was all over the place with the interview.
You don't know what he's talking about. And anybody that says, oh, it's not him that actually says it, somebody gives him a speech, well, he needs to sack the people who write the speeches for him then, because it's just ridiculous. Anyway, enough
speech writers, yeah.
Enough about that pillow. We'd be good speech writers. Wow, could you imagine it? What? Boris, if you are listening, hook us up. We'll hook you up with a proper speech that people want to listen to and people will pay attention to you after you've got a haircut.
Real.
Right?
And then
what? You are on interruption tip today, man.
It's the coffee. I don't know. I'm ready to go.
Anyone would think you were like me the other day and drunk 3 cups and can't stop talking. Apparently there's breakthrough on cervical cancer medication, so that's a good sign for us ladies.
Yeah, I heard that. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's made it all the way over there. Get on that side of the pond. Sorry,
it made it.
Also, a bit of showbiz news. I probably shouldn't mention it, but you remember? Did you ever hear the story about Alec Baldwin killing somebody on set?
Yes.
Yeah,
I did.
Well, it's back in the news because apparently they're investigating it. That it was unsafe. The whole setup was unsafe. Why was there bullets in the gun in the first place? Yada yada yada. You know. So yeah, Alec Baldwin's back under fire, literally.
Yeah, and then Rock has announced that he will not be using any more real guns on his movie sets.
Why just The Rock? Why isn't everybody saying that? This should be a lesson to be learned. Heed by somebody else's mistake and misfortune.
Well, Rock is an action star, and most of his movies consist of explosions and guns and stuff like that.
I hear that, but he ain't the only action star. What I'm saying is, everybody should have took this case. All right, granted, it's very minor, but they should have taken what's happened, which is very serious.
It ain't minor. Ain't the woman dead?
That's what I mean the amount of times it happens is minor. It ain't a minor case that someone's dead. Let's get that clear. God, you're chucking me under the bus today, man. That's not what I meant. I meant it don't happen very often. But the fact that it's happened once film directors and all actors should be saying, we ain't having real guns on our set. Not just The Rock. Okay, high five The Rock, because he did say it, but what about everyone else? Listen to what's occurred and take heed from somebody's misfortune. Do not let it happen again. Cut it out.
Well, this is the second time.
Okay. Second time then.
3 strikes you out.
Oh no, why are you waiting for 3 strikes? You're gonna wait till someone else is killed before you get out? Come on, man.
No, I'm just saying 3 strikes you're out. I was just saying because you was like, this is the second occurrence.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, that's my news. What's in your news?
Our president just came back from the summit. This whole passing of this bill that he wants to pass is still going on.
What's the bill he wants?
It's some bill that he had wanted to pass for infrastructure, and I don't know what's going to happen once it gets to the House or wherever. It's a bunch of hoopla. It's just a mess over here, period. And then the funny news is, during the insurrection, we had a young lady, and I remember this, when they had the insurrection, she was talking about she's not going to jail. Trump should pardon all of us.
The racist lady?
Yeah, and she's in jail. She's one of many who went to jail.
See you later, motherfudger. Karma is a bitch.
She's in jail. And that's one of many.
In other news, I really need to move these from my desk because they're just tempted to eat them while we're here.
That's okay. Enjoy.
Have you got any other news?
Other news.
No celebrity gossip. You are Celebrity Central over there, America.
Oh yeah, Kanye has just been in the news, and he said, "I don't know if do you know what Versus is?"
Versus what?
Well, they have what it is they have different artists go against each other.
Oh yeah, I know.
In a live concert. And Kanye said that if someone asked him, Noriega asked him on his podcast, on his show, if it was you and Drake on Versus, how would it go? And Kanye said, it don't matter who it is, he's going to win.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I did see a picture of Kanye on Instagram yesterday because apparently there's talk that him and Kim might be getting back together because his children have told him he wants them to stay together. Divorce, separation hasn't been very kind to him. He looks like he's eaten a few pies since they've parted ways. So all I'm going to say is, Kanye, if you want to get Kim back, take a little trip to the gym, because I don't think, this is literally kind of, oh God, this is going to sound really mean. It's kind of, what made me think of it is like, because he has unshaven and he's put on a couple of pounds. Now, you have got the homeless look going on today with the unshavenness.
Yes, it is no shave.
You've got like extra Wolverine stripes going down here. What's that about?
I am a baby face by nature. And so I'm trying this once again, a no shave November. But like you, I'm kind of not liking it. So I don't know. Can you
just turn to the side? Like what? Why have you just got one patch there? Where's the rest of the beard?
I don't know. Maybe it ain't meant for me to have a beard. Maybe. I'm in my 40s. If I don't have a beard by now, I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe you are related to Wolverine because he had those bits there like you. So maybe you've got some superpowers somewhere.
Somewhere. The gift of gab. That's where our power.
It ain't the gift of the beard. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we will find out because it's a whole month of no shaving.
Yeah, this is like it could do with a trim. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it's getting kind of full.
Folks, I'm placing my bets now. It's the 5th of November, and you ain't making it to the end.
Ooh, what else is in the news? Eternals is out. You know, I'm a movie man. Marvel's new movie just came out, just dropped today. Eternals,
Ooh.
which I plan on going to see
Going to the cinema to watch it?
by myself. No interruptions. You know
Just
it.
do me a favor, take some snacks this time.
No, I always eat before I go.
All right. Today's subject
is talk show host. Ta-da!
I'm going to do a Richard. Who's your favorite? Who's your worst? Who's the first one you can remember? Which show would you like to be a guest on? Who would you like to be a guest on our show? Which show do you watch?
You nailed it. You nailed it to a T. I personally.
Okay, let's just rewind because sometimes you do chuck all the questions in. Let's go back in time. What's the very first talk show you remember seeing on the television?
My grandmother used to watch Donahue.
Donahue?
Yeah, his name was Phil Donahue, and he was a white guy with glasses. And to me, he seemed to be the first talk show I've ever seen. And my grandma used to be glued to the tube, be talking to the television and everything.
Did he interview celebrities?
He interviewed everybody. He interviewed everybody. He talked about everything. He interviewed everybody. Yeah, it was really good.
The first one I remember, let me try and think way back. Really, one of the first ones I remember is Ricky Lake.
Ooh, I forgot you're a baby.
Yeah, Ricky Lake. Well, no, I just didn't watch telly like that. Or we had one over here called Trisha in the mornings.
Trisha in the morning.
Yeah, a black lady. Trisha Goddard, I think her name is. She's still on the television scene every now and then. You know, she pops up, bobs up. She ain't got her show anymore. She was on Life Stories with Piers Morgan a little while ago. I think she had cancer and got ill. Yeah, I think she's all right now. But yeah, that was one of the first talk show hosts.
Uh-huh.
And then
go for it. No, go for it. No, go for it.
And then when I was 16, I saw Jerry Springer for the first time.
You know what? I think if you were a teenager and you watched any type of talk show, I'm showing my age here. There was a show before Jerry Springer called the Geraldo Show.
The what?
Geraldo.
Mm-hmm.
And his show was similar to Jerry Springer's. Jerry Springer's just was more drawn towards a younger audience. But Geraldo.
Sorry.
Geraldo talked about like social issues. He even had a fight. He even fought on his show. That's what reminds me of Jerry Springer.
I liked Jerry Springer in the beginning. You know, like, I've got a secret to tell you. I used to be a man. Whoa, Jerry. Yeah, I liked Jerry Springer in the beginning. Then as the years went on, it got really stupid. Like, they just start food fights on the telly and, you know, like dumb stuff. And then over here, it just vanished. Like, I don't know whether they still do.
You know what? It's still on, but I don't know what time. It still comes on.
Don't mind me.
Which is very rare.
Tic-tacking. I'm not eating any more after these.
You can eat as many as you want, love. You can eat as many as you want. And then
sorry, did you say it's still on there?
Yeah, it's still on here.
What, new ones or repeats?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. And then I remember Ricky Lake, and you know the most popular one was Oprah.
Yeah, I didn't really watch. Well, I did watch Oprah. But I think the biggest two, in my opinion, just
Right.
me, the biggest two that seem to have come out from that side of the pond is Oprah and Ellen.
Yes, and Kathy and Regis was a popular one, but
I
now it's
like
Kelly,
Sally. What's her name? Sally with the glasses.
Sally, Jesse, Raphael.
Her voice. So I'm so sorry to suck and talk. It's not polite. I definitely am not going to eat anymore. Sally, I thought, had a very calming voice. She was like an older lady. So she was like your grandma. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she did. Sally was a good talk show.
What happened
And then
to
you
her?
had Ricky Lake.
What happened to Sally?
I don't know. She probably retired.
Ricky Lake was actually on a reality TV show here. I'm going to say about 2 or 3 years ago. She was on Celebrity X Factor and she was singing.
Oh yeah?
She didn't win.
Well, I didn't know she could sing.
Well, there you go. Google it. You'll see it on YouTube.
She did Broadway. I think she did Broadway.
Oh, she was in the theater over here. She was doing Hairspray.
There you go. I knew she was in something.
See how my brain works? When we start talking, it then triggers all this other stuff that's stuck in there.
Now, did y'all have the Maury Povich show?
Who?
Maury Povich, and it's his stick was the DNAs. His stick was the DNAs. He used to say, "You are not the father."
It rings a bell, but
Maury Povich show, that's his stick. They have a woman come on and go, say like you had a kid, and well, you do have a kid, but say like you didn't know who the father was, but you claim that so and so's the father, and they be like, look at his. They put the baby up on the screen. They be like, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
He looks
look
just
at his
like
nose.
him.
Looks just like him. And then he goes, well, DNA says, Eric Johnson, you are not the father. Whoa! And then the whole crowd goes crazy, and he'll be like, I told you. Yeah. And then the girl sister like embarrassed and just be like, I know who the daddy is. She'd be like this. I know who the daddy is. Sorry.
And then they bring another guy on and it's not him either. Yeah, we had one of those shows. We had one of those shows here. It was called Jerry Springer and it was on Monday to Friday. Jerry Springer?
Can you just say Jason?
No, Jerry.
You just said Jerry Springer.
Jeremy Kyle. Good job. This is Fun Friday because we are effing up. It was called Jeremy Kyle. Sorry. And it went on for years. Like I want to chuck it out there and say like probably 10 years. Monday to Friday in the morning, 9 till 10. It could be anything. Who's the dad? DNA test, cheating, all this malarkey. Yeah. He would be like people used to say it shouldn't be allowed because he was very mean and direct. Do you know what I mean? And he'd just tell people as it is. And what happened was a guy, this is the bit I don't agree with, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody, it was a bit of a, like at the minute, if somebody says something that's a bit, like you're like, oh, what are you moaning about that for, Karen? Everyone's nicknamed lame Karen. Well, if you were a bit, let me try and choose my words now. If you were a bit more, if you weren't very classy, say, in how you portrayed yourself or carried yourself, people would probably say, oh God, she'll be on the Jerry Springer. Why do I keep saying Jerry Springer? She'll be on the Jeremy Kyle show tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
In fact, that is, remember I said to you, we told a story about when I went and signed on to get like benefit from the government just once in my life, when I sat in the office where you get the money, sign to get the money, the woman on the couch,
unemployment office,
the appointment office, the woman on the couch opposite me had been on his show the day before. I was watching her thinking, you was on the telly. I don't know her. But I just thought she was on the telly yesterday. airing her dirty laundry to Jeremy Kyle. But anyway, so yeah, everyone knew the show, talked about it, whatever. In fact, he even did a stint where he come to America, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Anyway, it got axed one day. Pop, no warning, no nothing. Axed because a guy who had been on his show, who apparently suffered from depression, had killed himself after he'd been on the show because he couldn't cope with his circumstances or the situation he was in. So because this dude committed suicide, they've cut the show. We hadn't even heard from Jeremy Kyle again. Obviously he's still alive. He ain't old,
Right.
but he ain't been in business again, or to my knowledge, or anything like that. But there's all these other reality TV shows like Love Island, Big Brother.
Oh,
but people from there have committed suicide, and those trashy shows are still airing. So I find it a bit harsh. One person committed suicide, allegedly linked to that show. Bam,
well, it depends on if he wrote a suicide note and said it was his fault. I don't know. It depends. I don't know. But then you know what? I don't know. All right, remember Jerry Springer? We're going to go back to Jerry Springer's show. His bodyguard.
Oh, yeah, Steve
Bilko.
He's got his own show now, right?
He's got his own show, and his show is raw. Like, he is no joke. Like, his show, he screams at his guests.
Do you know how bizarre that you should say that? I watched, I think it was a clip on TikTok, and they were like, sometimes they show clips, and there was a chick and her mum and a guy, and he was like, basically she's had a child taken away from her by the services because of, something happened, but they don't know why. So he was like, we've done a lie detector test, asking, do you know anybody that's caused harm to your child? You answered no. She was telling the truth. We asked, did you cause harm to your child? No. She was telling the truth. What? Asked the mother, exactly the same. Then it comes to the father. Now, we asked him the same questions. Do you know of anybody, or did you cause harm to the father? He answered no. He was lying.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then he gets all in the people.
Oh, he was lying on this dude was lying on the floor. This is not true. Whoa. Let me ask you this question then. Would you ever go on national telly and air your dirty laundry like that? No.
I'm a very private person. I'm private to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't airing out my laundry on TV.
Now, I'm just going to say,
they must be paying me a good bit if they want me to air out my laundry.
I don't think they get paid. Do they get paid? I don't think they do.
I don't know. That's a good question. When people that go on there, I know they get like a free room and board at a hotel or something.
Free room and board. Let me Google it. Do they get paid? What should I say? Jerry Springer?
Go for it.
Do guests get paid to go on
talk shows?
Jimmy Fallon?
He's a late night talk host. He's a late night host.
Okay, because he came up. Guests aren't actually paid for their appearance, but there are some perks. The show will pay for their travel and hotel. Guests also receive a small stipend. What's that?
Stipend.
Oh, yeah, that during their stay. What's that?
It's a little bit of money.
The main appeal of people going on shows like that is to get 15 minutes of fame. Oh, yeah, I'd love 15 minutes of fame to be remembered of the woman who doesn't know who the father of her child is, or that the man she dated used to be a woman, or any of these other random things that go on. Couldn't think of anything better.
Yeah, because that'd be scarred, because you got to go home sometime. You got to go back to your hometown and just
right, and obviously people are going to well, look, I recognise that.
Dated a man.
I recognise that woman. I don't know her. I've never seen her before in my life, other than on the telly the day before when she was airing her business. There is a running joke where not so.
Did you say hi to her?
No, I didn't. I thought about saying to her, "Is Jeremy Kyle really as mean as he seems?" And then I thought, why am I going to massage her ego by letting her know she's been on the telly, so I was just like, forget it, bruv, allow it. But not so much now. When we was a bit younger, there was always a running joke. I'm surprised that everyone was surprised my sister hasn't attempted to go on the show yet. She
You
loves
just threw your sister under the bus like that. You threw your sister under the bus like that?
No, she hadn't been on the show. But yeah, it was just a joke.
Everybody was like, she's going to end up being on the show.
It was an in-house joke. What can we say?
Hey, it happens.
Everyone's got one in their family, right?
A wild one?
ATP yawn.
Oh, that was a long one too. Oh, that was a long one. That was like deep down inside.
I know. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and we're so pleased we could share it with you.
Thank you. I try not to show my tonsils.
I know everyone's not a fan, but one of my favorites has got to be Piers Morgan.
Oh God! Does he have a talk show?
He's got well, he does he used to do a morning breakfast show, but that's when he left and walked off after there was Meghan and Harry thingy on there. He's just about to start another one. He then also had a show called Life Stories with Piers Morgan. But yeah, the morning show, and I know he ain't everyone's cup of tea. I'll say it again, what I always say. I don't agree with all of his opinions. I just like the way that he feels comfortable enough to say what he actually wants rather than sugarcoating it.
I'm going to tell you a person over here that's everywhere. And his name is Michael Strahan.
Michael who?
He's an ex football player, and he is on everything.
Yeah,
he's on Good Morning.
Michael who?
Strahan.
Strahan?
Yeah, he's a brother. And he is on everything. He used to be on every talk. He's on Good Morning America. He's the sports anchor. Whatever you see a talk show, he is on it. And I'd be like, man, he's everywhere.
I find that here, like there's a show on called This Morning, Monday to Friday, and the two main presenters are Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby. And I find that they're everywhere. Do you know what I mean? He's on adverts. They do other shows, like game shows.
He's everywhere.
His show, yeah. They need to share the love. You can't just be taking up everything, man. That's just.
I'm like, make that money, yo.
Well,
make that money.
Yeah, if it was us, that'd be different. Now, why?
We would be everywhere. We'll be selling stuff on commercials and everything. Just.
Why do you think everyone always wants to go to Oprah?
Well, Oprah's not on TV anymore.
But you say that, but like if people have got something they want to say, like Meghan and Harry, Will Smith has just gone and done some big interview with her about the whole entanglement with Jada, situationship, whatever you want to call it.
Well, because she is a well-known figure, okay? And she knows, I think people are just comfortable with her.
Okay, why do people pick her over Ellen? She's a well-known figure and people like her.
I don't know, because I think sometimes Ellen kind of chucks you under the bus, I think.
Okay, can you answer me this much then? Ellen's show is going to be chopped next year. And it was in the news around Corona time that she'd done something that people didn't agree with or something. I never actually found out what that was all about. Do you know?
No, I don't. I don't know if they said that she's a mean boss. I don't know.
Yeah, she got accused of something. Maybe I'll try and investigate that.
Well, maybe you can look it up while you're getting some of those Tic Tacs.
Yeah, they're just too. I'm going to have to move them from here. They're just there looking.
No, you don't. You can enjoy those Tic Tacs. Enjoy those Tic Tacs.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bit rude.
Now, there's new people coming out with talk shows now, which to me, I have yet to see. You know who Drew Barrymore is?
Mm-hmm. Charlie's Angel?
Yeah, she has her own talk show, and I didn't even know it.
Yo, didn't Kelly Clarkson have a talk show once?
She still has a talk show. Yeah, all these new people are popping up with these talk shows, And I'm gonna tell you right now, they must not be too interesting because I haven't seen them.
When are they going to give us one?
I don't know, but ours would be dope. I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere.
It's out there.
Talk show with Rich and Soph across the pond.
And I'll
Across the pond with Rich and Soph.
I'll even bring my Tic Tacs. I don't care.
Yeah, we would have our cup of coffee. We would be interviewing celebrities the way we interview them. Just tag team the heck out of them.
Okay, answer this. Would we interview normal people as well as celebrities, or just celebrities?
Yes, that's our stick. We would interview normal people as well as celebrities. I will even interview people in the audience.
Get in.
That's one thing that I did like. That's one thing that I did like about Jerry Springer or.
Oh, he would ask people in the audience, right?
Yeah, he would interact with the audience. I mean, he took it a little too far with the whole, show us your boobs and all that and this, that, and the third.
Well, I did say.
But I did like when Oprah used to do that a lot too.
But she used to just give people cars and holidays and houses and money.
Well, she was making so much money. That's a tax write-off because she was trying to keep all that money.
Well, Oprah, I could do with a new car if you're listening, cut some of that tax out.
Look under your seat. Everyone has the new Xbox.
That's what I mean, right? Is there? I wonder if there was a waiting list to be in the audience of our show, because there was a waiting list to be on that Jeremy Kyle. Like there's Applause Store is what the site is called, where you go on and register if you want to be in the audience of any shows. There used to be a waiting list for his show and Top Gear. Have you seen Top Gear over there? Top
Gear, the car show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two shows. There was a 5-year waiting list to be in the audience for Top Gear.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be like for us. Really, I've got to wait 5 years to be in the ATP audience. Man, it's so popular.
Yo, they are awesome. With my hairy face.
Yeah, that's got to go.
I'm going to give it a shot just for a month.
I applaud you, but I'm telling you, you won't last a month.
I don't think I'm going to last a month, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Maybe if these bits get long enough, you can plait them and put a little bead in the end.
Have you seen any man plait their hair on their face?
Be a trendsetter, not a follower. You're not a sheep.
No. Now, if it starts to trickle down and starts to fill in, which I don't think it's going to happen.
That's never going to happen.
You don't think?
No. You're going to just have 2 contour patches and that's it. But how it gets so thick, I don't understand how it gets so thick here and literally nothing there.
I don't know. Maybe it's my gene. I don't know. Everybody in my family can grow a beard but me. But me, my dad, my older brother, his beard is like, it looks so clean. And it's salt and pepper, because we don't do that whole dye stuff.
Yeah,
salt and pepper. My other older brother, I don't know if he shaves or not, but he can probably grow a beard too. I don't know. I've never really asked him. I'm gonna ask him.
Just say to him. Just say to him, have you got the same superpowers as me?
Maybe I might have to ask him that. Do you have the same superpowers as me? Now, with these new talk show hosts, I don't know what it is, but no one seems to know too much about them. I don't watch them. Do you watch talk shows more anymore now that you're older?
The ones that were there, like the one I was talking about this morning with Philip and Holly, to be honest, it's got boring. It's got boring. It's samey. And so I don't even switch it on anymore. Since Piers Morgan left Good Morning Britain, I don't watch that at all. It's just boring. There's another one on Channel 5 with Jeremy Vine. Ooh, he is boring, but sometimes they have good subjects. So if they've got a good subject, I might give him the time of day for a few minutes. But sometimes I don't like the people he has on the panel. Like, where do you get these people from?
Now, there is a show that I like, and it's an older lady, and it's called Sunday Morning, and it is a great show. It's almost like 60 minutes, but it is really good. It's every Sunday morning, and it's on for an hour, and they do a whole lot of stuff, which is really, really nice.
We do have a Sunday, and actually used to be on a Saturday. It used to be Saturday Kitchen with James Martin. And it's about cooking, but it would kind of be a talk show and he'd be cooking at the same time. And then they'd eat whatever he made.
That's a cooking show.
Well, no, because he had celebrity guests on there that they would talk about what they're doing.
And then they would cook while he talked to them?
Yeah. And then they'd eat it at the end. Now, I mean, we could have that. I'm not.
Well, Snoop and Snoop Dogg and what's her name? Martha Stewart. There it is. They have a talk show.
Really?
And they cook and everything. They cook and everything and have celebrities on there.
I really think that Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart should have one after they've done that Olympic.
I think Snoop Dogg to me is one of the dopest human beings I would love to come in contact with.
Do you know what you haven't mentioned? And it's a fellow this side of the ponder.
Who?
Late Night with James Corden. Or The Late Show with James Corden. You know, the guy who does carpool karaoke?
Oh, yeah. I like him. I haven't seen him. No, he's from Wickham. Hi, Wickham. Down the street from you. I like late night talk shows. I do. I like Jimmy Fallon.
If someone called you up today and said, yo, Rich, ATP, Rich and Soph, we've got a talk show slot. Do you want morning, afternoon, evening, or late night? What are you going with?
I'm going with morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's me buggered then. I'm not a morning person, but I'll be there.
Do you want a late night?
Nah. You know they got to get up at like 3 a.m, right?
I don't have a problem with that.
Well, I suppose
that's why I'll be famous for my ATP on.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'd be like, that man need to get some rest.
This is the thing. It would either be early morning or late night, because early morning, not everybody's got time to watch the television while they're getting ready to go work. Number one, they got kids to sort out, pack lunch, briefcase to pack, blah blah blah, phone calls.
Well, you got that midday slot.
Okay, the majority of people are at work. This is the problem. But then also the other end of the day, if you go late night, most of the people are in bed. So
that's why you got that mid-morning shift.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. People are at work. So really, it's 6 and 2 and 3 of the other, or whatever.
Competition. I love competition. I'm very competitive.
I'd just say people would have to press the record button and series link it if they're at work or at bed. But really, people don't.
DVR it?
DVR it?
Yeah.
No, we just record it through the telly, through your Skybox.
Oh yeah. Well, we DVR. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Now, to answer the question that you asked me, if you were given a talk show,
yeah,
what would our subject matter be?
Would be something
like Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer has a stick. Oprah had a stick. Ellen has a stick where everybody dances when they come to her show.
Oh, you mean what would be the tag, not the subject? You mean like a tag?
Yeah.
What would be our?
What do you think our tag would be?
Well, obviously we got our jingle. Maybe we'd have to do a little dance to it or something.
good one, wasn't it?
Or do you know what we could do? I
That
think
was a good one.
I can't. Yeah, that was the best. I can't remember when. Let's just say, this is how we could make someone's day. Every day, somewhere in the world, on your side or my side, there would be, you know, like you get those message boards that flash up with an advert or whatever. Somewhere different every day, just one in the world, there would be a message board like with this on, and the first person that called up or texted in to say where it was would win something.
Like a Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah, they could win like $100 or £100 if they're over here, whatever. One day it might be in London, then it'll be in New York, then it will be in Edinburgh. Somewhere on your side or my side of the pond, be different every day.
Genius, jinkies.
They can get some ATP merch.
Yeah. Talk show hosts. I think we would be great talk show hosts.
Would we dress up smart or just dress casual?
I think it depends. I'd rather dress casual.
So basically, we just wear t-shirts with our own merch on.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm down.
You down with that? And then we get to use, then we get one of the t-shirt guns and like shoot them out into the crowd.
Okay, so we would be a talk show with an audience.
Yeah.
Live audience, I mean.
Yeah. That's the only way to do it.
All right.
That's the only way to do it.
Down.
Or we could do it this way.
What way?
The way we got it now.
Hell, if we get a talk show, I don't really care anyway. We do it just as long as we do it.
Yeah, that'd be dope. As long as it goes down.
And then to end it, we could be like, okay, this is Soph, this is Rich. See you tomorrow. Over and out.
Over and out. Hey, have the whole crowd going crazy. Hey, if you're ready to go. That would be dope.
All right. Well, that was talk show hosts.
That was talk show hosts on Fun Friday, you guys.
I haven't put my chair on.
Oh, on to other news. Cities. Series.
Oh, series. Sorry, you didn't say it properly. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I've just had to sort my seat out. Someone's not prepared.
I am. Thank you very much. I'm very prepared. All right. The series of the week is Netflix, Colin in Black and White.
It's only 4.
Colin. Are you going to let me tell everybody what's it about? Don't run. Don't run. Don't run. Netflix series, Colin in Black and White. Colin Kaepernick narrates this drama series recounting his formative years navigating race, class, and culture while aspiring for greatness. Ooh. What did you think? What did you think of it?
I think there's 4 episodes, right?
Right.
And it was my idea totally. I haven't watched it yet.
So you tell me it's 4 episodes. You had me watch this 4 episodes by myself, and you ain't watched not one bit of it.
There's been I haven't even had any evenings to myself. The fireworks have been going off. I mean, I am going to watch it because I want to, and it was my suggestion.
We can't give it a rating if you ain't watched it.
I'm sorry, I wanted to tell you before we came on the show, but I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I thought I'd tell you now so you don't lynch me. You see how
we do? We keep it 100. At least you're honest. Thank you for your honesty.
I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you for your honesty. I watched it. It was really good.
Okay, let's just put it this way then. Should I watch it? Is it worth watching?
It is worth watching. It's
Okay,
to me, it's very informative.
Ooh, educational. Okay.
It's very he went through some stuff.
Is it based on a true story then?
It's based on him.
Okay. Coolio
Yeah,
Mondolio. Do you know
it's
what?
called Colin in Black and White. It's about him.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch what I suggested we should watch in the first place.
Yeah, and it's only 30 minutes an episode.
Oh really? Oh, that's not long at all, is it?
No. No, not at all.
I'm gonna bash that out this weekend.
You're gonna rinse it out? Thank you.
Gone.
And then we will come back to you guys, hopefully, maybe on Sunday.
Yeah, maybe Sunday we can have an additional insert.
Yeah, maybe Sunday we can.
Look, I'll take one for the team. I'll fully take responsibility for the letdown.
And I hate to tell you this, but it's not 4 episodes, it's 6. You can handle it.
Look, I've let myself down. I've let the show down. I've let ATP
down.
Didn't.
No, you didn't. You was being honest, and that's all that matters. Honesty is the best policy. You didn't watch the show and had me get on live air and tell everybody about the show.
Well, maybe people will watch it with me over the weekend.
Well, maybe you guys can watch it, and then by Sunday you can comment and say, "Hey, we watched it.
We're so glad that Soph had that suggestion, even though she didn't watch it before anybody else. Thanks for suggesting it."
Yeah, that'll work. Also, if you like our show, don't forget to click like and subscribe.
Follow, share, comment.
Follow, share, comment, and we will respond back.
I don't think there's a comment we ain't responded back to, and if we haven't, it's because it's one of those spam ones and I haven't seen it to delete it.
Yeah, like promote us. Promote on here.
I hate those, man. DM me for a collab. No.
Yeah. Promote it on this.
Yep.
And don't forget, we have our own merch nowadays, which we should love to push.
Yes, that you can find at www.acrossthepondwithrichlandsoph.com. Yeah.
There you have it. It's Fun Friday. This is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are from across the pond.
All right.
So I guess I'm going to see you on Sunday.
I guess you will, and I guess I'll watch Colin in Black and White over the weekend. So when you say, "What did you do this weekend?" I can say, "Ooh, I watched Colin in Black and White."
Yes, you can. You can say that.
Have a lovely weekend.
Colin in Black and White. You have a wonderful weekend. Stay warm.
Oh yeah, I'll catch you and them on Sunday. Yepper.
Yepper.